I'm pretty sure some of you have heard about this story already, about this white guy, Joseph Jakubowski. Now, I thought that Dylan Roof's 5-page manifesto was something. And when you actually look at Dylan Roof's 5-page manifesto compared to this guy's 161-page manifesto, Dylan Roof is nothing but a miniature example of the true monsters, racist monsters that live here in this country. Now, I'm gonna get off into the article, but I just wanted to address white people and black people who say that racism is over, and anybody who's stuck on racism is stuck in the past. Now, there's two sides to that, because when they say that, they mean it both ways. Anybody who is a racist is stuck in the past, and anybody who addresses racism is stuck in the past. Now, fuck you if you think that anybody that is fighting against racism is stuck in the past. Basically, what you're saying is that anybody who is defending moralistic human beings against racial discrimination and racist white supremacy and hidden agendas, if you think that the person who is fighting that for you, then to hell with you. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to have that mindset that racism is a thing of the past, which indeed it is, but those who are fighting racism don't knock us for something that you're scared to do yourself, because that's all that it is. Because anybody who's saying that is somebody who is tied to the race, or black people. Let me stick with black people. If you're a black person and you're saying and you're telling me not to fight racism or to stay quiet about racism, what that's telling me is that you're a black person with white friends, and because you're connected to me in some type of way, you would like it if I do be quiet, because me talking about it will make you look bad to your white friends, but yeah, man, let's get off into this thing. A Janesville man who stole a large quantity of handguns and rifles from a shop burned his vehicle and made threatening comments about schools, prompting dozens to close or go into lockdown. Also sent a threatening 161-page manifesto to President Trump, officials said Friday morning. James Jakubowski is to be considered armed and dangerous. Janesville Police Chief David Moore said at the press conference that included Rock County Sheriff Robert Spaulding and Justin Tolomeo, special agent in charge of the FBI's Milwaukee division. While Jakubowski has had previous run-ins with the law and served prison time, his anti-government rhetoric is a new element for all of us, Moore said. Jakubowski robbed the Armageddon gun shop on the 2100 block of West US 14 on Tuesday evening, and then set his vehicle on fire, officials said. Moore said an associate of Jakubowski told authorities about Jakubowski's plan to steal guns and conduct an unspecified attack. The associate also turned over the 161-page printed manifesto that Jakubowski allegedly wrote. That document has been turned over to federal authorities for analysis of any leads. Moore said more than 150 local, state, and federal officials have so far searched about a dozen locations looking for Jakubowski. I can tell you that we don't know where Mr. Jakubowski is. He could be around Janesville. He could be around Rock County. He may not even be in Wisconsin, Moore said. A release from the police department said Jakubowski is 32 years old and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He has green eyes and brown hair. Spouting said Jakubowski has acquired a helmet and a bulletproof vest. A $10,000 reward has been offered for information leading to his arrest. Anyone with information about Jakubowski's whereabouts is asked to call the Rock County Sheriff's official at I guess I'll go ahead. It's 608-757-7911 or the FBI at 800-CALL-FBI. So I thought that they was gonna mention that that he had his intentions were to start a race war. But it needs not to be said. You know, who could he possibly hurt in the government? Said that he was sending a threatening letter to government officials or whatever. A threatening letter, they threatening 161-page manifesto. Okay, to government, and this wasn't about government. Matter of fact, I wonder if they have put his information from the manifesto in press. But matter of fact, let me look that up right now. Now, I was actually hoping that they wouldn't have it in order for me to finish my my conspiracy thought or whatever. But they just uploaded this 36 minutes ago. Jakubowski manifesto details how he says government wronged him. Okay, so it's not that long. I can get off into it. Okay, portions of Joseph Jakubowski's 161-page manifesto have been obtained by News 3's media partner TMJ4 in Milwaukee, and it details examples of how the government has wronged him, calling it a gang of terrorists. Now, I'm with Jakubowski on that. Okay, Jakubowski is wanted in connection with the burglary April 4th at Armageddon, a gun shop in Janesville. Jakubowski's vehicle was found on fire less than a half an hour after the burglary. He also made threats to schools, law enforcement, and government, police say. Now, just looking at this, matter of fact, I don't think that they said that he was that he made threats to school, law enforcement, and government. As far as schools is concerned, I don't think that he was going to do anything at a school. Let me finish reading, and I can make my my analysis then. A nationwide multi-agency manhunt was launched on Thursday to find Jakubowski, and area schools, churches, and government buildings have taken extra safety precautions. Authorities believe the manifesto is written by Jakubowski, and in it, he talks about all the ways he wishes humans could become free from government control. In the 35 pages obtained by today's TMJ4, Jakubowski refers to health insurance, taxes, and religion as examples of the government trying to brainwash citizens, which is true. Now, what I'm looking at, what I'm getting so far right now is that Jakubowski is a social justice warrior, so to speak. And I don't think that his intentions is to hurt civilians, just regular random people. But I do believe, because my first thought whenever it comes to white people is not to trust them. And the main reason is because they may have a deeper agenda. You see what I'm saying? And once even if he was to wipe out the entire government single-handedly and free everyone from government control, what do you do then? Do you make this country, do you set up your own type of government afterwards, where it is where there is still racial bigotry and discrimination? Because it's not just the government here, it's your own people as well. We the people should be out for these sick-minded people belonging to the system, he wrote. We need to spill their blood. Yeah. Okay. I see where his mind's at. In his writing, he claims he's an artist, but says the government regulations destroyed his passion. Jakubowski is accused of breaking into, y'all already said that, stealing 18 firearms. In his manifesto, he says he only committed the crime because as a felon, the government took his right to protect himself. Okay. I have never been a thief, he wrote. I hate thieves. However, since the system has stolen my natural right to protect myself and defend life, this system has left me no choice but to commit crime to have the means to protect life. So he about to sell these guns, or he about to get these guns away. When they find him, they're not going to find these guns. He also goes on several rants concerning religion, saying the government and religion are the same thing, which indeed they are. Priests and churches control the presidents and the banks, he wrote. Now, I got to look that up because I believe that. The Pope, all them, man, it's deeper than what you think, man. He says he will not bring harm or violence unless these terrorist gangs continue in their terrorism on human life and force my hand to protect and defend the honor and dignity of life. This man about to start taking out government officials. He not worried about schools. You know what I'm saying? But innocent kids up there. If he's taking out anybody at a school, it's going to be some teachers. And he writes often about his own death, saying he's not afraid to die, but writing, I choose my death to be carried out by the hands of the president, the letter of the people. Not in secret either, on live TV. The only way the system would take control of my life is over my dead body. He also wrote, the law enforcement official who spoke with today's TMJ4 confirmed the authenticity of the pages and also said that they can't say for sure if this is the same copy mailed to the president, as Jakubowski may have written several versions. But that's pretty much it on that article. But I agree with this guy. People have to take things into their own hands. You know, and this is exactly what we seen with Kareem Gaines. We saw this with brother Gavin Long, and we saw this with Micah Johnson. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people looked at it as racially fueled or something to that effect. But it's not just race. It's the government as a whole. The government are the ones who are re-implementing KKK ideology, and not only are they re-implementing the KKK mindset, you know, they're trying to exclude or make the KKK out to be these sadistic they're trying to make them they're basically shifting blame. They're trying to put all of the racist rhetoric and mindset, how we would view the KKK. They don't want to be viewed as such, you know, so to speak. But that's exactly what's going on. But yeah, this is just the white version of that. Now this guy don't, you know, I like what he's doing. Matter of fact, I love what he's doing. You know, and the entire country has to have that mindset, but not necessarily like his. But if we could all come together, and unite under the same flag of being free from our government. Look at what all these other countries, how these other countries overthrew their government. We're not saying tear down the country. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to tear down the country. What we want to do is we just want to reform the government. And that's what a lot of these people were able to do with their, with their government. They were able to reform their government and force their government to work for them instead of against them. And that's all we want. Okay, but see, we as black people, we have to get ours, and we can't have anyone do it for us. We have to do it ourselves, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But because I already know that black people, I know that black people they're gonna keep doing what they do. It's gonna be a while before black people wake up and realize that we have to unite and come together, to protect ourselves and defend ourselves, and become economically independent from our government. It's going to be a while before black people as a whole come to that realization, and that's not going to be anytime soon. But check out the article, man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in this video. Peace.